Good morning, dear students. Once again, welcome back to Savinu's Maths Plus. I am Savinu. Today we are going to discuss about some most important board examination questions from the chapter Application of Trigonometry. So far we have seen the chapter Trigonometry, and actually the topic Trigonometry has got a variety of applications, but this year you will have to study only one application, which is heights and distances. That means using trigonometric ratios we can find out the heights as well as distances. So let us see how to find out the heights and distances using trigonometric ratios. See, before that, let me remind you one more thing. If you didn't subscribe this channel yet, do subscribe it now itself, and don't forget to share it with your friends. Okay. See, the first. So before going into the questions, let us understand some terms which are frequently used in this chapter. See, let us assume that this is the eye of the observer, and the horizontal line through the eye of the observer is called horizontal. See, suppose the object is above the horizontal. The object viewed may be above the horizontal or it may be below the horizontal. So if the object is above the horizontal, the line connecting the eye of the observer with the object is called line of sight. So what is line of sight? Line of sight is simply the line connecting the eye of the observer with the object. So here suppose the object is below the horizontal. If the object is below the horizontal, this is the line of sight. Line of sight is line of sight. So what is line of sight? Line of sight is simply the line connecting the eye of the observer with the object. So this is the object viewed, and here this is the object. See, angle of, now we will have to define two terms, angle of elevation and angle of depression. See, angle of elevation is the angle between the line of sight and horizontal when the object viewed is above the horizontal. That means this angle is the angle of elevation. Angle of elevation. And angle of depression is defined as the angle between horizontal and the line of sight when the object is below the horizontal. So this is the angle of depression. Angle of depression. So you must understand these two terms, angle of elevation and angle of depression. See, angle of elevation and angle of depression both are angle between the line of sight and horizontal. It is called angle of elevation if the object is above the horizontal, and it is called angle of depression if the object is below the horizontal. Now, angle of elevation and angle of depression, line of sight and horizontal angle. That angle of elevation object, object horizontal angle of elevation object horizontal angle of depression. So clearly angle of elevation and angle of depression, both these angles are acute angles. So now let us go to a problem. See, if the angle of elevation of a cloud from a point 10 meter above a lake is 30 degree and the angle of depression of its reflection in the lake is 60 degree, find the height of the cloud from the surface of lake. See, it is this. See, first of all, what we are doing is we have to write a rough figure concerning this problem. So for that, this problem is relating to the cloud and its reflection in the lake. So let us assume that this is the lake. This is the surface of the lake. This is the surface of the lake. So this is the surface of the lake. So a cloud. So let us assume that this is the cloud. This is the cloud, and the reflection of the cloud in the water, let this be the reflection of the cloud. reflection of the cloud. So we know that if this is the cloud, see, let us assume these 3 points as A, B and C. If this is the cloud and this is the reflection of the cloud in the water, we know that this AB must be equal to BC. So let us assume that AB is equal to BC is equal to H. AB, BC, both these distances will be equal, and we are assuming that AB is equal to BC is equal to H. See, if the angle of elevation of a cloud, it is the angle of elevation of this cloud is given from a point 10 meter above a lake is 30 degree. So this is the surface of the lake. This is the surface of the lake. See, from a point which is 10 meter above the lake. So that means let this be the point. From a point 10 meter above the lake, the angle of elevation of the cloud is 30 degree. So this is the surface of the lake, and from 10 meter above the surface of the lake, the angle of elevation of this cloud is 30 degree. So what is angle of elevation? Angle of elevation. So this is the line of sight, and you will have to write, you will have to draw the horizontal also. So this is the horizontal. So this angle is 30 degree. See, you must understand one thing, that the angle of elevation and angle of depression both are measured from the horizontal. See, from a point 10 meter above the lake, the angle of elevation of the cloud is 30. So this is the surface of the lake, and from a point 10 meter above the surface of the lake, that means from this point, the angle of elevation of the cloud is 30. So let us, this is the line of sight and this is the horizontal. So this is the angle between line of sight and horizontal, which is 30 degree. And then angle of depression of its reflection in the lake is 60 degrees. So this is the reflection of the cloud. So this is the cloud and this is the reflection of the cloud. So if this point C is the reflection of the cloud, we know that the distance AB must be equal to BC. AB must be equal to BC, and let us assume that this AB is equal to BC is equal to H. So this distance is 10 meter. So this distance also is 10 meter. So let us assume that this point is D. So this distance is H. This distance also is H. See, this is the angle of depression of its reflection is 60 degree. See, from this point, this is the reflection of the cloud. From this point, the angle of depression of the reflection is 60 degree. So this angle is 60 degree. See, you are required to find out the height of the cloud from the surface of the lake. So this is the surface of the lake, and you will have to find out the height of the cloud from the surface of the lake. That is, H is to be calculated. So now we have drawn a rough figure concerning this problem. So the next step is you will have to identify the right triangle. So in this figure we have got two right triangles. So let us assume that this point is A, B, C, D. Let this point be F. So here we have two right triangles which are F, D, A. So this is a right triangle, and F, D, C. So we are considering these two right triangles. So first step is to draw a rough figure concerning the problem, and secondly you will have to identify the right triangles in the figure. So in this figure we have got two right triangles which are FDA and FDC. You will have to find out the value of H. See, now let us consider the triangle FDA. Triangle FDA, which is a right triangle. See, when we consider these two triangles FDA and FDC, we can say that this distance, this side FD is common. So FD is common to both the triangles. So let us assume that the distance FD is equal to X. See, from the triangle FDA, what is, see, H is to be calculated. H is the distance AB. H is to be calculated, and this side X is common to both the triangles. So we will have to use the trigonometric ratio connecting this side, the opposite side and adjacent side. What is the trigonometric ratio connecting opposite side and adjacent side? Which is tan. So we are finding out tan 30. From the triangle FDA, what is tan 30? Tan 30 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side. So what is the opposite side? See, this much distance AB is equal to H and BD is equal to 10. So the remaining distance AD will be H minus 10. The distance AD will be H minus 10. So what is the total distance AB? AB is equal to AD plus DB. AD is equal to H minus 10 plus H. H minus 10 plus H is the total distance AB, which is the height of the cloud above the surface of the lake. See, tan 30 is opposite side by adjacent side. Opposite side is AD, which is H minus 10 divided by adjacent side is FD, that is X. So what is tan 30? Tan 30 is 1 by root 3. 1 by root 3 is equal to H minus 10 divided by X. So cross multiplying, you will get 1 into X. X is equal to H minus 10. Root 3 into H minus 10. So using the triangle FDA, we have calculated the side X, that is FD, as root 3 into H minus 10. Next, what we are going to do is, from the triangle FDC also we can calculate the value of X and equate the two values of X. So next we are considering the triangle FDC. Triangle FDC. See, from the triangle FDC, see, you will have to use the trigonometric ratio connecting the opposite side CD and the adjacent side FD, that is X. So what is tan 60? That is tan 60. So tan 60 is equal to tan 60 is opposite side by adjacent side. What is opposite side? The side which is just opposite to the angle 60. So this much distance BC is equal to H and BD is equal to 10. So this distance CD is equal to H plus 10. CD opposite side is H plus 10 divided by what is adjacent side? Adjacent side of this angle 60 is X, that is FD, X. So what is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3 is equal to H plus 10 divided by X. So from this, what is X? X will be H plus 10 divided by root 3. So now we have got two values for X. The first is X is equal to root 3 into H minus 10 and the second is X equal to H plus 10 by root 3. Now you will have to equate these two values of X. That is root 3 into H minus 10, root 3 into H minus 10 is equal to, that is X equal to root 3 into H minus 10, again X equal to H plus 10 by root 3, H plus 10 divided by root 3, H plus 10 divided by root 3. So cross multiplying root 3 into H minus 10. So transposing this divided by root 3 into the left hand side. So we'll get root 3 into H minus 10. What is root 3 into root 3? Which is 3. So 3 into H minus 10 is equal to H plus 10. So what is this? 3H minus 30 is equal to H plus 10. So transposing this plus H to the left hand side, 3H minus H, that is 2H. 2H is equal to, transposing this minus 30 to the right hand side, it becomes plus 30, that is 30 plus 10, 40. 2H is equal to 40. Therefore what is H? H is equal to 40 divided by 2, that is H is equal to 20 meters. What is H? H is the height of the cloud above the surface of the lake. So this is the surface of the lake and the height of the cloud above the surface of the lake is H, and the value of H here is 20 meters. So this is a Cbse 2020 question. See, a same type of question has been asked twice before, that is in 2017 and in 2010. So that question is angle of elevation of a cloud from a point 60 meter above the surface of the water. So here instead of 10 we are given this height as 60 meter. From a point angle of elevation of a cloud from a point 60 meter above the surface of the water of the lake is 30 degree. So This is the surface of the lake, and from a height of 60 meter above the surface of the lake, the angle of elevation of the cloud is same as 30 degree, and the angle of depression of its shadow in the water of the lake is 60 degree. So this is the shadow of the cloud, and the angle of depression of the shadow is 60 degree. The angles are same, 60 degree. Find the height of the cloud from the surface of the water. You are required to find out, this is the surface of the water, you are required to find out the height of the cloud from the surface of the water. That means here you will have to find out, see, you can use the same figure. See, all these measures are same except this one. Here instead of 10 meter, here it is given as 60 meter. So you just proceed as the previous problem. You will get h is equal to 120 meter. The height of the shadow above the surface of the lake is 120 meter. See, actually this type of question has been asked many times before. So let us go to the next problem. Okay, third and fourth questions ഒരേ type ആണ്. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞു നിങ്ങളോട് ബോർഡ് എക്സാമിനേഷനിൽ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ പ്രാവശ്യം റിപ്പീറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് ചോദിച്ചിട്ടുള്ള ടൈപ്പ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് മാത്രമാണ് നമ്മൾ ഈ വീഡിയോസിൽ ഉൾപ്പെടുത്തിയിട്ടുള്ളത്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ഒക്കെ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ബോർഡ് എക്സാം പോയിന്റ് ഓഫ് വ്യൂവിൽ വളരെ ഇമ്പോർട്ടൻ്റ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് രണ്ടും ഒരേ ടൈപ്പ് തന്നെയാണ്. അതിലപ്പോൾ ഒന്ന് നമുക്ക് ചെയ്യാം, ഒന്ന് നിങ്ങൾ ഹോംവർക്കായിട്ട് ചെയ്യാം. See, a statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. See, first of all, let us try to draw a rough figure about this problem. Say a statue 1.6 meter tall stands on the top of a pedestal. So we have got a pedestal. So let us assume that this is the pedestal, and on the top of the pedestal there is a statue. So this is the statue, and this is the pedestal. See, on the top of the statue, sorry, on the top of the pedestal there is a statue. So the height of the statue is 1.6 meter. So the height of the statue is 1.6 meter on the top of the pedestal. From a point on the ground, so this is the ground level. This is the ground. See, from a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree. So let us assume that this is the point on the ground, and we are looking from this point. From a point on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree. So this is the statue, and this is the top of the statue. So from this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree. That is, this angle is 60 degree. Angle of elevation of the top of the statue is 60 degree, and from the same point A, from the same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. So this is the pedestal, and this is the top of the pedestal. From this same point, the angle of elevation of the top of the pedestal is 45 degree. 45 degree. Find the height of the pedestal. So this is the height of the pedestal. So let it be h. That means you will have to find out the value of h here. So now we have drawn a rough figure concerning the problem. Now we will have to identify the right triangles in this problem. Let us assume that this is the point B, C and D. So in this figure, two right triangles are there. So which are the two right triangles? The triangle ABC and the triangle ABD. So these are the two right triangles which are to be considered. Now see, so this angle is 90 degree. So you will have to consider these two right triangles. So when we consider these two right triangles, the side AB is common to both the triangles. So let us assume that the distance AB is equal to x. So now first let us consider the triangle ABC. We are considering the triangle ABC. Triangle ABC. See, from this triangle ABC, so this angle is 45 degree, opposite side h is not given, and the adjacent side x is to be calculated. See, the adjacent side x is common to both the triangles. So what we are doing is, from these two right triangles, we are finding out the value of x. and we are equating both the values of x. So we can find out the value of h, which is the height of the pedestal. So from the triangle ABC, what is tan 45? You will have to take the trigonometric ratio connecting the opposite side and adjacent side, which is tan. So take tan 45. What is tan 45? Tan 45 is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that is h by x. What is tan 45? It is 1. 1 is equal to h by x. That implies h is equal to x equal to h. We are calculating the value of x. X equal to h. നമ്മൾ എന്താ ചെയ്യുന്നത്, ഈ രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിളും എടുക്കുക. ആ രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിളിന്റെയും കോമൺ സൈഡ് ആണെന്ന് എക്സ്. ഈ രണ്ട് ട്രയാങ്കിൾ ഉപയോഗിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മൾ എക്സിന്റെ വാല്യൂ കാണുന്നു, എന്നിട്ട് ആ എക്സിന്റെ രണ്ട് വാല്യൂസും ഇക്വേറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നു. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എച്ച് കിട്ടും. So from the first triangle ABC, x is equal to h. We got the value of x as h. See, from the triangle ABD, we are considering the triangle ABD. See, from the triangle ABD, what is, see, this angle is, this is a triangle ABD, this large triangle, and this angle is 60 degree. So what is tan 60? Tan 60. Tan 60 is opposite side by adjacent side. What is the opposite side? Opposite side is BD. BD is simply 1.6 plus h. 1.6 plus h. 1.6 plus h divided by, what is the adjacent side? Adjacent side is x. So what is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to 1.6 plus h divided by x. Therefore, what is x? X is equal to 1.6 plus h. 1.6 plus h divided by root 3. X is equal to 1.6 plus h divided by root 3. Now we have got two values for x. X is equal to, from the first triangle we got x is equal to h, and from the second triangle we got x is equal to 1.6 plus h divided by root 3. Therefore, these two values of x must be equal. That is, h must be equal to 1.6 plus h by root 3. That is 1.6 plus h, 1.6 plus h divided by root 3 must be equal to h. These are the two values of x. Values of x. X is equal to h and x is equal to 1.6 plus h by root 3. Therefore, 1.6 plus h by root 3 must be equal to h. So cross multiplying, you will get 1.6 plus h. 1.6 plus h is equal to root 3h, right? Or 1.6 is equal to root 3h minus h, or 1.6 is equal to, we can take h as a common factor. So this is root 3 minus 1 into h. So here h can be taken out. So if h is taken from root 3h, what remains is root 3 minus, from this h is taken out, so minus 1 remains. So 1.6 is equal to root 3 minus 1h. What is root 3? Root 3 is 1.73. So 1.6 is equal to, root 3 is 1.73. 1.73 minus 1 is 0.73. 0.73h. So what will be h? H will be 1.6 divided by 0.73. This is 2.19 meter. See, now let us go to the next problem. A vertical tower stands on a horizontal plane and is surmounted by a vertical flagstaff. So this problem is concerning a vertical tower, and this tower is surmounted by a flagstaff. So here let us assume that this is the vertical tower and it is surmounted by a flagstaff. So instead of pedestal, here we have a vertical tower, and instead of statue we have a flagstaff. See, the flagstaff, the height of the flagstaff is 6 meter. So the height of the flagstaff is 6 meter. At a point on the plane, the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of the flagstaff are 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. So at this point, the angle of elevation of the bottom and top of the Flagstaff. So this is the top of the Flagstaff and this is the bottom of the Flagstaff. The angle of elevations are respectively what? 30 degree and 45 degree respectively. So this angle, instead of 45 degree, here we have 30 degree and this angle is 45 degree. For 60 we have 45 degree respectively. Find the height of the tower. You are required to find out the height of the tower H. See, the same figure is enough for solving this problem. So proceeding as the previous problem, you will get the value of H as 6.85 meter. You do one thing, you just try to solve it by yourself. Okay, let us move to the next problem. See, two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road, which is 80 meter wide. See, two poles of equal heights. So let us assume that this is the ground level and two poles of equal heights. Two poles are there. Two poles of equal heights. Let us assume that these are the two poles and the heights of these two poles are equal, and let us assume that H be the height of the two poles. Two poles of equal heights are standing opposite to each other. Two poles of equal heights H are standing opposite to each other on either side of the road. So this is the road. On either side of the road, two poles are there which are of equal heights. On either side of the road, which is 80 meter wide. See, the road is 80 meter wide. So this distance, this width is 80 meter. So the road is 80 meter wide, and on both the sides of the road, two poles are there, and the heights of these two poles are equal. 80 meter wide. From the point between them on the road, see, from a point between them on the road, somewhere here, between these two poles on the road, the angles of elevation of the top of the poles are 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. So from this point between the poles on the road, the angles of elevation of the top of the poles, these are the two tops of the poles. So from this point, the angle of elevation of the top of the poles are respectively 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. So this is the top of the pole. The angle of elevations are respectively 60 degree and 30 degree. So this is the horizontal. So these are the angles of elevation, 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. 60 degree and 30 degree respectively. Find the height of the poles and the distance of the point from the poles. You are required to find out the height of the poles H and the distance of this point from the poles. So let us assume that these are the points A, B, C, D and E. So what is the distance AB? Sorry, the distance BD, that is the width of the road, is 80 meter. So let us assume that this distance is X. So that this will be 80 minus X. If this distance BC is equal to X, the remaining distance CD will be 80 minus X. So here we have got two right triangles. Now we have drawn a rough figure concerning this. Now in the next step you will have to identify the right triangles in the figure. So in this figure, two right triangles are there which are ABC and CDE. From these two right triangles, using these two right triangles, we have to find out the value of H. See, from the first right triangle, what is tan 60? Tan 60 is equal to H by X. Tan 60 is equal to, from the triangle ABC, triangle ABC. What is tan 60? Tan 60 is opposite by adjacent, that is H by X. Tan 60 is equal to H by X. And what is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3. Root 3 is equal to H by X. See, from these two triangles, you will have to find out the value of H. Isn't it? See, H is equal in both the triangles. So what we are doing is, from these two triangles, find out the value of H and equate the two values of H. So root 3 is equal to H by X. So what will be H? H is equal to root 3x. So this is the first value of H. So from the first triangle, H is equal to root 3x. See, from the second triangle, next we are considering the triangle CDE. Triangle CDE. First we are considering the triangle ABC and then we are considering the triangle CDE. So these two are right triangles. Again, what is tan 30? Tan 30 is equal to tan 30. See the opposite side and adjacent side. So you will have to use the trigonometric ratio involving opposite side and adjacent side. So which is tan. So tan 30 is equal to opposite side h by adjacent side is 80 minus x. H divided by 80 minus x. H divided by 80 minus x. So what is tan 30? It is 1 by root 3 is equal to h divided by 80 minus x. So cross multiplying you will get 80 minus x or root 3 h is equal to root 3 into h. Root 3 h is equal to 1 into 80 minus x. That is 80 minus x. So what will be h? See, you will have to find out the two values of h and equate the two values. H is equal to 80 minus x. 80 minus x divided by root 3. So now we have got two values for h. H is equal to root 3x and the second is h is equal to 80 minus x by root 3. So these two values of h must be equal. That is root 3x must be equal to root 3x must be equal to, this is the first value of x and that should be equal to the second value of h. So root 3x must be equal to 80 minus x divided by root 3. So cross multiplying root 3 into root 3x. Root 3 into root 3 is 3. That is 3x. 3x is equal to 80 minus x. Or transposing this minus x to the left hand side, you will get plus x. 3x plus x. 4x is equal to 80. Therefore, what will be x? X is equal to 80 divided by 4. That is x equal to 20 meter. See, if x is equal to 20 meter, what will be h? H is equal to root 3 into x. H is equal to root 3 into x. That is h is equal to root 3 into what is x? X is equal to 20. 20 into root 3. See, you are required to find the height of the poles. So what is the height of the poles? Height, you are required to find out the height of the poles. So the height of the pole is 20 root 3. H is the height of the poles, which is 20 root 3. And the distances of the point from the poles. So the distances of the point from the poles are x and 80 minus x respectively. So this is the point and the distances of the point from the poles are x and 80 minus x. So the distances are x, what is x? 20, x and 80 minus x. 20 meter and 80 minus 20 meters. That is 20 meter and 60 meters. So the distances of this point from the poles are respectively 20 meters and 60 meters. And what is the height of the pole? The height of the pole h is 20 root 3. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് ഈ ആപ്ലിക്കേഷൻ ഓഫ് ട്രിഗണോമെട്രി എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ ചാപ്റ്ററിൽ നിങ്ങളോട് റിപ്പീറ്റഡ് ആയിട്ട് ചോദിക്കുന്ന ടൈപ്പ് ബോർഡ് എക്സാമിനേഷൻ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുള്ളത്. ഈ ടൈപ്പ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് ആണ് മിക്കവാറും നിങ്ങളുടെ ബോർഡ് എക്സാമിനേഷന് ചോദിക്കാറുള്ളത്. സോ ഐ തിങ്ക് ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഇനഫ് ഫോർ ടുഡേ. ഈ ചാനൽ ഇതുവരെ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്തിട്ടില്ലാത്തവർ ഇപ്പോൾ തന്നെ സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യുക, നിങ്ങളുടെ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിനൊക്കെ ഷെയർ ചെയ്യുക, നിങ്ങളുടെ കമൻസ് ഒക്കെ കമൻറ്റ് ബോക്സിൽ രേഖപ്പെടുത്തുക. ഓക്കെ, ബൈ.